Assalamu alaikum. Did you know that a simple ritual, almost too easy to be true, can change your life? This is a practice forgotten by many, but when implemented, opens the doors to serenity and spiritual success. Imagine starting and ending your day with a light guiding your steps, protecting you and bringing deep peace. 1. The power of simple words. In this world where everything sometimes seems complicated and confusing, there is incredible strength in simplicity. The words we speak are not mere vibrations in the air. They carry a weight, an energy that can transform our lives. Imagine for a moment that each word is a key, capable of unlocking hidden treasures of blessings. Yes, these treasures are there, all around us, waiting for us to reach out. And this key is accessible to everyone, regardless of our means, our status, or our situation. It is found in two short but powerful sentences. Subhana Allahi wa bihamdihi, Subhana Allahil Azim. These words, light on the tongue, carry within them an immense spiritual force. Every syllable you utter resonates in the invisible, glorifying Allah and attracting His mercy. This is not an empty promise, it is a reality that millions of believers have experienced. These words, said once in the morning and once in the evening, become a light in our lives. Lightness and power, a divine combination. These invocations seem simple, almost too simple to be true. But isn't that just divine wisdom? Allah has placed spiritual treasures and actions accessible to all. By repeating these words, you do more than say them. You affirm the greatness of Him who is above all imperfection. You recognize His beauty and power, and in return, you receive His light. These words require neither wealth nor superhuman effort. They are within the reach of those who work, those who rest, those who are going through a trial, or those who are in a moment of peace. They adapt to everyone, reminding us that the path to Allah is not an impassable mountain, but a series of small, regular steps, an impact beyond the invisible. Each repetition is not only a spiritual action, it is also an act of liberation. By glorifying Allah, you lighten the burden of sins that weigh on your soul. It's as if, with each repetition, an invisible chain breaks, freeing you from past mistakes. Your heart becomes lighter, your mind clearer. And this liberation does not stop there. These words attract blessings into your daily life. They become like a beneficial rain that irrigates every aspect of your existence, bringing peace, serenity, and strength to face the challenges of the day. A bond that transcends limits. These invocations are much more than routine. They are an intimate connection with your Creator. When you repeat these words, it is as if you are saying, I submit to you, I trust you, and I know that you are there with me in every moment of my life. So integrate this practice into your daily life, once in the morning, once in the evening, and let these words illuminate your heart, calm your thoughts, and uplift you spiritually. If you like this kind of content and want to see more videos like this, take a moment to click the blue thumb. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified as soon as possible that we publish a new video. Your support and commitment are essential to us. 2. Turn your challenges into opportunities. Every life is a journey, strewn with obstacles that sometimes seem insurmountable. The debts that accumulate, the uncertainties that gnaw at the mind, or those long waits, those prayers with no apparent answer. All of these situations can give the impression of being overwhelmed. However, these trials are not punishments. They are invitations, calls from Allah to bring us closer to Him. The wisdom hidden in trials. When going through difficult times, it is natural to feel doubt or impatience, but it is important to understand one essential truth. Trials are divine tools. They are not there to crush you, but to elevate you. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, places these challenges on our path to test our faith and strengthen our bond with Him. In every pain, there is wisdom. At every blockage, there is a divine key waiting to be turned. It all starts with a simple action, turning your heart towards Allah with sincerity. For he who calls on Him in faith recognizes not only His greatness, but also His power to transform despair into hope and burdens into blessings. The power of absolute confidence. In this world full of uncertainties, there is one immutable certainty. Allah is sufficient for those who place their trust in Him. Imagine this truth for a moment. Think about what that really means. When you trust in Allah, you are no longer alone in your struggles. You are supported by the one who controls everything, the one for whom no obstacle is too great. Repeating the invocations then becomes more than a simple ritual. It becomes spiritual armor. Every word spoken with faith builds a fortress around your heart. And this fortress is not made of visible stones or walls, but of an inner strength that nothing and no one can shake. Trials as spiritual springboards. Think about those moments of doubt or worry. You see challenges as mountains to climb. But if you change your perspective, you'll see that these mountains are actually stepping stones. The trials are designed to push you to get closer to Allah, to recognize Him as your only source of help. When you say with total sincerity, "Ya Allah, I trust you," it is an act of abandonment that opens the doors to invisible help. You realize that every pain is an opportunity for purification. Every delay is a reminder of patience, and every difficulty is a lesson in faith, a refuge in the storms. Invocations act as a beacon in stormy seas. They light your path and remind you that you are never alone, even in the midst of the greatest storms. By invoking Allah, you are not only expressing your faith, you build a refuge, a spiritual shelter that protects you from the winds of doubt and the waves of despair. So instead of seeing challenges as weights, see them as bridges. Go through them with the confidence that the one who created you will never abandon you. Repeat the supplications with a sincere heart, and let Allah transform your worries into blessings you never imagined. 3. Gratitude, a powerful key. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we often forget to stop and think. How often do we become aware of the blessings we possess? Every breath, every heartbeat, every moment spent with our loved ones is a priceless gift. Yet these gifts, as great as they are sometimes taken for granted. The essence of gratitude is more than just a thank you. It is an act of deep gratitude to Allah, a way of recognizing that everything we have comes from Him. When you say Alhamdulillah, they are not just words, it is a statement. I recognize that everything, absolutely everything, comes from you, O Allah. Think about this. Your body functions perfectly. Your eyes see, your hands move, your mind thinks. Even the smallest functions that we take for granted are priceless blessings. Health, for example, is an asset that many only notice in times of illness. Saying Alhamdulillah for your health is recognizing its value before it is taken away from you. Gratitude in visible and invisible blessings. It's easy to be grateful for the big things. A roof over your head, a meal on your table, or happy times with your family. But have you thought about thanking Allah for the blessings you don't see? Sometimes the trials themselves are a mercy in disguise, a way for Allah to purify your soul and bring you closer to Him. When a challenge arises, say, "Thank God." Not because difficulty is enjoyable, but because it is a reminder. A reminder that even in dark times, Allah is always there, and He has a perfect plan for you. Allah's promise, Allah, in His infinite generosity, has made us an extraordinary promise. If you are grateful, I will grant you even more. This is not a mere declaration, it is a divine guarantee. The more you express your gratitude, the more blessings will flow. And these blessings are not always material. Sometimes they take the form of inner peace, clarity of mind, or a feeling of closeness to Allah. A daily practice. Gratitude is not a one-time event, but a habit to cultivate. Each morning, start your day with a moment of reflection. What blessings have I received? And every evening, end your day with a simple Alhamdulillah for everything that happened, even if the day wasn't perfect. Be grateful for the little things, the air you breathe, the water you drink, the smile of a loved one. These details that we consider normal are in reality priceless treasures. Gratitude in times of hardship. Being grateful in abundance is easy. But true gratitude, that which uplifts the soul, lies in thankfulness during trials. Every difficulty, no matter how painful, contains hidden wisdom. Perhaps it is a lesson, a cleansing, or a door to greater blessing. Saying Alhamdulillah at these times is to show unwavering faith in Allah and His wisdom. A heart illuminated by gratitude. When you integrate gratitude into your life, your heart becomes like a fertile field. Every Alhamdulillah you utter is a seed planted, and Allah, in His mercy, causes these seeds to grow in abundance. Gratitude illuminates the soul, purifies intentions, and brings the believer closer to his Lord. So take a moment right now to look at what you have. Don't look at what you lack, but at what is already in your hands. Say Alhamdulillah with sincerity, and let this recognition open doors to blessings you never imagined. 4. The blessing of praying for others. There is something beautiful about the act of praying for others. It is a seemingly simple action, but its impact is profound and eternal. When you raise your hands to ask Allah for someone else's happiness, healing, or success, you become more than a worshiper. You become a channel of divine mercy, an instrument of good. Love of good for others, a reflection of faith. In our daily lives, it is easy to focus only on our own needs and desires, but praying for others lifts your soul to a higher level. This shows deep faith and a generous heart. For what? Because this prayer is a demonstration of selfless love, proof that you wish for others what you wish for yourself. Imagine for a moment, you are praying for a brother who is struggling with financial difficulties, for a sister who hopes for healing, or for a friend who is seeking serenity. These invocations, although discreet and invisible to the eyes of the world, are heard by Allah, the most merciful. The return of blessings. One of the wonders of praying for others is that Allah, in His infinite generosity, rewards you in unexpected ways. Every time you ask Allah to bless someone, a similar blessing comes into your own life. It is a chain of benefits, a virtuous circle that strengthens your faith and illuminates your heart. Remember that sincere invocations for others transcend barriers. They are not limited by distance or time. You can pray for a close friend, a family member, or even someone you don't know personally. These prayers travel, reaching the heavens and triggering a rain of mercy for those for whom you intercede, but also for you. Become an instrument of mercy. When you pray for others, you embody a spirit of generosity and compassion. You become a living proof of the love that Allah loves to see in His servants. This act is much more than a simple gesture. It is a light that softens hearts and strengthens the bonds between believers. Think about this. In a society where many focus on themselves, taking the time to pray for someone else is a revolutionary act. It's a way of saying, I care about you, I want you to succeed, and I believe Allah can change everything for you. A discreet but powerful act. Prayers for others do not require any great ceremony or public announcement. These are moments of intimacy between you and your Lord. These invocations, made in the secret of your heart, are all the more powerful because they seek nothing in return. They are a pure expression of selflessness and faith. Picture the scene. Someone, somewhere is going through a difficult time. Your prayer, made with sincerity, becomes a source of comfort and help. Even if that person never knows it, Allah knows it, and that's all that matters. Spiritual impact for you. Even when you pray for others, you also strengthen your own faith. This act reminds you that you are connected to a community, to a brotherhood that transcends borders. It also reminds you that you are a part of a whole, and that the happiness and success of another believer enriches the whole. Finally, by praying for others, you develop noble qualities within yourself: humility, empathy, and love for your fellow human beings. These qualities are all seeds which, when they grow, elevate you spiritually and bring you closer to Allah. So make praying for others a daily habit. Raise your hands for them in the belief that Allah listens and responds. Become that bridge between them and divine mercy, and observe how this practice transforms not only their lives but also yours. Every word you speak with faith, every sincere prayer, is a brick in building your relationship with Allah. Consistency, even in small actions, opens the biggest doors. So, get started today. Repeat these words in the morning and evening. Thank Allah for His countless blessings, and watch how your life begins to transform.